Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Um, yeah, happy Venus Day. It is currently February 24th. I had to like flip my laptop all the way around. Of course, I'll edit that out so nobody can even see it, so you'll never even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is B. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit and readjust, not adjust too much. Now I feel like you can't see my forehead. Does that really matter? Does that really make a difference? Whatever. I'm not gonna try to be picky. Um, so yeah, if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. This is going to be a quick little twin flame check in. Because I wanted to check in to see what the energies was given with the collective. Okay. Of course, I have some music playing. Currently, we have some Jodeci Forever My Lady. I do have some third eye chakra music playing in the back. Let me turn this down too. And yeah, we're gonna get into some things. I know I'm gonna pull sex cards, and I know I'm gonna pull channel messages from the divine counterpart. That will be uploaded to Patreon as an extended to this video. Of course, if you are interested in checking that video out, if this one resonated, definitely check down below in the description box for the Patreon link. I don't know why I always have such a brain fart. Patreon link if you need it. We're still having a 20% off sale, which is applying to twin flame readings, love readings, in-depth minis, and sex cards. Valentine 23 is a promo code for that. You can also find that below down in the description box. You can find the website link down below in the description box, and you can find me just on my other platforms in case if you just want to keep up with your fave. That's fine too. Just saying. But yeah, so the sex cards and the channel messages will definitely be added to Patreon. Okay, join our family, like, share, subscribe, join our family. Is there anything else I gotta tell y'all? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Say hi to Zoe. My baby look like she's not on a perk today. She actually sitting up. She look healthy today. Usually she be slouched up, but like she on a perk or a Xan or something. But I got her sitting up real nicely. Okay, her name is Zoe. Super excited. Was excited to buy her for Valentine's Day, and I've just been completely obsessed. Okay, so let's get into what we're here for. I think I want to start with oracles, and then we'll go into the tarot. Again, right now, Forever My Lady is playing by Jodeci. So it's giving a little bit of a vibe. Okay, you holding me close, you keeping me warm. Forever My Lady. Okay, the girls that get it. If the girls know that song, then you know it. If you don't know it, then pause this to go listen. Okay, but it's already kind of giving a little bit of a interesting tea with Forever My Lady playing. Let's go ahead and jump into some oracle cards. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, y'all, for these messages. Allow me to give the messages that you want me to give and not the messages that I perceive deemed fitting. And I already saged and cleaned the place and cleaned up the energy. So let's go. One of these are reversed. Give me a couple of cards for a twin flame update for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Collective. What is the current update as far as February 24th, 2023 is concerned? What is the energy? What is the current energy of the collective? So we have Angel of Balance, we have Magician in the Mirror, we have the Thinking Woman, Patience. I don't know, I feel like I really need to look at this Patience card. Like, I really never really pay attention to it for real. Bottom of the deck, we have Rest and Rejuvenation. I know you can't really fucking see it. Can I, like, block that off? I have my lamp kind of here so we can really kind of get into it. Y'all know it'll be dark, so I've been trying to calico corner my lamp. But now I feel like it's too bright, bitch. Okay, but we do have Rest and Rejuvenation for those of you that can really see it. Okay, for the bottom of the deck card. So I do feel like overall energy right now generally is making sure that we're resting. Okay, making sure that you're resting your mind, making sure that you are getting enough sleep, making sure that you are rejuvenating, even if it's just like a meditation, or just actually taking naps throughout the day. I don't really know how that'll help you guys exactly, but I know that that's generally what I'm getting. Now, what I'm also picking up here, again, I guess I'll show the cards. We have Angel of Balance, excuse me, Magician in the Mirror, the Thinking Woman, the Patience card, and I know you cannot see that. I'll pull it back here. The Patience card, and then we have Anxiety reversed. Okay, so what I am already seeing is for the collective energy, especially for the divine feminines with this thinking woman, is going to be especially important for you to take a rest, and rest your mind is definitely what it's giving. Thinking woman with this anxiety card reverse is giving me y'all probably still thinking a little too much about when, how, where, and stuff like that. Give me a moment to really kind of look at this. The little hand is the hour hand, right? So that would be 10. That's funny. Is this at 10:10? Bitch, I need my glasses, bitch. Okay? Because I feel like this is still too small, but yeah, the clock has 10:10 on it. Okay. That's why I said I felt like I needed to look at the patience card. So the patience card has 10:10 on it. It's already giving me a vibe of there's something that needs to be released with this patience card, because something is either being released or you're being made to be patient until you can release something. Divine feminine, you come to mind here again with this thinking woman card. I feel like for a lot of you in this collective, you causing yourself a lot of anxiety because you're still not releasing something. I feel like it's split. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting. I know last time we did this, I think, what was it, the mirror update, I think we did, divine feminine. I know that the energy kind of gave that y'all was kind of delaying things because you were worrying or because of forgiveness. So this could be dealing with that, where it's like you still have to release the forgiveness. So now you giving yourself anxiety is what it looked like, because you're kind of getting impatient, but it's like you haven't really forgave divine masculine. Does that make sense? It's like you're slowing it down for your own self because you have to actually forgive them. Why did it stop? My music just stopped out of nowhere. Like it came on "Been Like This" by Doja Cat and it just paused. Like, don't know who the fuck. Don't know what's going on. But the fact that it paused and it caught my attention with "Been Like This" playing, it does make me feel like, again, that song, shout out to Doja for that album. It was amazing. I'm not a big Doja fan, but that album was more, and I really like this song. "Been Like This" is a song that kind of gives me the energy of, since you've been like this, I don't really want to be in it like this. Right. The girls that know the song know the song. So this is already kind of giving me, for as long as you've been in this energy, you're going to stay in this energy, divine feminine. Okay. If there's any forgiveness that you need to do, I feel like for some of you, you still haven't really forgave this person. But now you're causing yourself a lot of anxiety because you're getting impatient, when it's like, girl, how you gonna be impatient about something when you ain't even really cleared out no energy, right? And when I say girl, you don't have to just be a feminine. I know divine feminine isn't exclusive to just women. You can be a man too, whatever, gender non-conforming, gender non-binary, whichever works for you. No tea, no shade. But girl is universal for me. If I call you girl, it don't really matter what you got between your legs. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. For others of you, I feel like a lot of this is going to be the anxiety of just balancing out those thoughts, okay? Which is why rest and rejuvenation is going to be very important for the bottom of the deck. There's a 10 on the top of this card here as well with rest and rejuvenation. So for a lot of you, where healing isn't exactly the issue when you work through your healing, get balanced in your thoughts. I think when you start thinking a little too much divine feminine, you cause yourself a lot of anxiety, and then you get to thinking so much in your head and you forget to actually rest your motherfucking mind and to just release the worry and the outcome. You know, we worry a lot about when, how, why, where, bitch, what color, what shape, what size, and it's like you worried about too much. Just focus on what matters right now and what matters right in front of you, which is about releasing what needs to be released. Okay. Magician in the Mirror is my mirroring card for twin flames. So this overall energy is also kind of giving me an energy of, if you're not careful, you send that anxiety into the mirror. Okay, when you start worrying about when, where, how, why, what color, what shape, form, fashion, model, module, year, date, bitch, they do too, right? So it's giving me a big energy of making sure that you're transforming your thoughts. There's a butterfly here in this card, so it is giving me, you need to transform your thinking. You need to transform the fear-based way of thinking about things, release the anxiety, and actually again start replacing that anxiety and that anxious way of thinking with meditation, right? For some of you, this can look like taking a nap. Okay, sometimes when you get super in your head and you like, bitch, you know what I'm saying, you're going a little stir crazy and shit, you need to turn shit off and just go to bed. Okay, you wake up feeling differently. You wake up thinking about some whole other shit because you just took a nap. Okay, for others of you, this is definitely just a meditation to help you reprogram a lot of those outdated ways of thinking and those fear-based, anxiety-based thoughts that you have. But if you're not replacing that way of thinking with meditation, then you're just stuck thinking very anxiously, and making yourself very impatient. Okay, it's not to say that you can't think about it. Angel of balance is here, so they aren't saying, and look, there's a time. Is this a time thing? I don't know if this is a time thing or if it's like one of the little light shits. I don't know, but we're gonna call it a little time capsule thing with the sand and shit that run down to the bottom. So I'm gonna attribute that to both because that's what it's giving me. So you have the patience card, and you do have the angel of balance that is kind of giving me like the sand capsule time thing, where it's like some sand at the top and the sand at the bottom, and it's kind of running. So I feel like y'all are worried about time. Y'all are worried about when something is going to happen. Where is it? Okay, making sure that you're not worrying yourself and stressing yourself about that. Again, angel of balance is giving, the issue isn't that you think about it. It's not that you just can't ever think about, I wonder when it's going to come. But when you start causing yourself anxiety and you go from, I wonder when is it going to come, to where is it, hurry the fuck up, you're thinking too much about it. When you go from, I wonder if it's going to come, to it hasn't come yet, so that's probably means it's not going to come, you're now pushing yourself into anxiety and fear. Does that make sense? Okay. Do I see any matching numbers right now? I see 8, 9, 10, and 11. So again, this is about ascension. Okay, ascensions are happening is what it's giving me so far. Okay, let's go ahead and move into some tarot. I think I want to pull one of these first. What You Won't Do for Love by Bobby Caldwell. Okay, in my love, only you can make me do for love what I would not do. Shout out to Bobby. Okay, amazing artist. I love his discography so much. Still can't believe he's a white man. Still can't believe he's a white man. Can't believe it. Okay, so let me pull a couple of these. Give me a couple of these cards for the collective. Let's do one card for divine feminine. How does one earn your trust? Have I earned it, and how can I earn more? How has one earned your trust? Have I earned it, and how can I earn more? Give me one for divine masculine. Did that flip over? Yes. Ask your partner something you've never asked them before. So for divine feminine, I do feel like divine masculines could currently be in a space of trying to earn your trust back. If they already have your trust, if y'all are actually in union, or if y'all are separation, it doesn't really matter. If y'all are together currently, I do feel like this is someone who wants to currently keep earning your trust, and wants to really solidify that you can trust them. Okay, which is really, really good energy. I do feel like that could be something that they're thinking about. And again, if you're in communication, then this could be something that they're probably asking you, or that they're thinking about and wanting to ask you, right? Have I earned your trust? Am I earning it? Have I already earned it? And what can I do to keep earning it and to keep proving myself, right? For divine masculines, it says ask your partner something that you haven't before. Give me another card for divine masculine. Are there any insecurities from previous relationships that you've carried into this one? If so, what are they? It's a very good question. Okay, I like that. So I do feel like that could be something they've never asked you before that they're thinking about. Divine feminine is very much acknowledging that you can be very insecure, divine masculine, about your own self, which I think we all know that if you've been on this journey long enough. Of course, You know that. But a very valid question: are there any insecurities from your previous relationship that you carried into this one, and if so, what are they? Okay. Divine masculine, I get a sense that you probably haven't even asked yourself that question. Like if somebody was asked you that, I wonder if you would even know what the answer is. Okay, so this could be something that you could be thinking about yourself, but this can also be something that your divine feminine is thinking about when it comes to you. Something that they might want to ask you, will ask you if you are in communication, or something that they are thinking about wanting to ask you. Okay, what are your insecurities from the previous relationship? This make me feel like so they can really nurture them. Of course, you know, divine feminine is very much a nurturer. So this gives me the energy of divine feminine could be, you know, willing and ready to actually nurture you through these insecurities. Of course, we all know it's on you to do your own work with your insecurities, but I do feel like divine feminine might be the one to want to help you through them. Does that make sense? Feels pretty good so far. Give me a divine counterpart updates. Twin flame, divine masculine and divine feminine. What is the update between the connection between this collective? So give me something on the collective. Give me something for the collective of divine counterparts. What is the update? Still thinking about lack, still feeling left out in the cold. I feel like this is both parties, honestly. Divine feminine could be feeling left out in the cold by divine masculine. Divine masculine could be thinking about what they lack. Both parties are kind of thinking about what they don't have. Page of Cups here as well. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Both of those reversed. Seven of Swords. A very heavy feeling left out in the cold kind of energy. I feel like both parties still very left out in the cold right now. But of course, you know, if you know me, you know I'm gonna clarify. Okay, so give me, I want to clarify on my other deck actually. Ooh, now I'm channeling. Wait, do I gotta sneeze or not? No, it's always this fucking left nostril. I don't know what that shit is. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take my septum out. I usually just flip it up in my nose, but at this point, bitch, I'm just take this motherfucker out. Okay. Clarify the Five of Pentacles between who feels left out in the cold or who is thinking from a lack mentality. What is this Five of Pentacles? Who is this Five of Pentacles energy between the both of them? Hermit card is reversed. What is this lack mentality? Is all my deck? Yes. Okay, well, I'll just take these upright. I think this whole deck is reversed because of how I had it in my hand. Yeah. Okay. And then why are these reversed and everything else is upright? Okay. So the Hermit card is here. The Star card is here. King of Pentacles is down at the bottom of the deck here. So I will say that this feels more like a divine masculine. I am feeling like divine masculine is feeling very left out in the cold right now. At this time, clarify with the Hermit card and the Star card, I do feel like not only do they feel left out in the cold, but this left out in the cold feeling that divine masculine is feeling is definitely giving them some self-enlightenment, so they can kind of I'm hearing find a light at the end of the tunnel. So it feels, I won't say it feels good, but it feels good, right? Not because they feel left out in the cold, but it feels good because that feeling of feeling left out in the cold by whomever's feminine is starting to prompt that inner enlightenment that was needed. It's like kick starting that energy that was needed to get them to get up and get going, right? Where it's like I feel left out in the cold, but now that they feel alone, right, it gives them that alone time, Hermit card, to really go within, find that inner guidance and find that inner enlightenment. Virgo energy is here. Aquarius energy is here. Sagittarius energy is here. Five of Pentacles is still back down at the bottom of this deck. That's why I like to use two tarot decks. So I am getting Aquarius, Sagittarius, or Virgo. This could be something that's in your chart, regardless of divine feminine or divine masculine, or something in your partner's chart, regardless of divine feminine or divine masculine. I do feel like it is kind of getting them to find that inner faith, right? It's requiring them to really dig deep and to really guide themselves out of this lack energy and pull themselves out of this kind of dark night of the soul. This kind of what I'm channeling, where it's like they finally are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so I do enjoy that. Page of Cups is here, so I do feel like that faith is kind of tying into kind of daydreaming a lot about you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys daydream a lot about each other, or if divine masculine daydreams a lot about divine feminine. Of course, if with the telepathic connection, it is kind of giving, don't be surprised if y'all kind of sending wavelengths back to each other a little bit. Two of Pentacles is reversed and the Nine of Wands is reversed. So this makes me feel like someone isn't just going to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out no more. This is kind of juggling a lot. I do feel like this is someone who makes me feel like the energy update is kind of making me feel like they aren't willing to juggle a whole lot when it comes to this connection anymore, especially if it's like obligations, work, job, money, juggling family issues, or juggling like multiple connections. Regardless of what this is giving me the energy of someone doesn't want to juggle this connection and everything else that they got going on in their life, right? They understand Nine of Wands that it's caused a lot of blockages. So now this is like someone who's trying to clear out all of the blockages so they can smooth things over to get you two back to smoother waters. I am really enjoying this energy here. Okay, Five of Cups. So someone is definitely daydreaming about a family. This 10 of Cups. Did I say 5 of Cups? So I said 5 of Cups for a reason. So that's already giving me like, yeah, remorseful. 5 of Cups is like doubt, remorseful, woe is me. So I do feel like someone is getting out of that 5 of Cups energy. 10 of Cups is here is what I was trying to say, and it's right up under this Page of Cups energy. So I do feel like someone daydreams a lot about a family with you. That's what I'm getting. 6 of Swords here is up under this 5 of Pentacles lack energy. So I do feel like not only does someone feel left out in the cold, but I do feel like someone wants to smooth things over. This definitely could be more so divine masculine, or it could be divine feminine. Of course, take it for how it resonates with your dynamic. I know a lot of people like talk a lot about how divine masculine, right, typically is the one to fuck up, but that don't always mean divine masculine is the one to fuck up. Divine feminines be fucking up in some narratives too. So even if you're divine masculine watching this and you know that this isn't your energy, then apply this to your divine feminine. Someone actually wants to smooth things over, but they feel left out in the cold. But again, that left out in the cold energy is kind of what they need to get that inner enlightenment and that inner wisdom, and to kind of get that higher self wisdom that someone had been avoiding, particularly because someone wanted to be emotionally childish, right? Page of Cups is also about that emotional childish, childlike card, right? Trying to juggle different obligations, wanting to be guarded, wanting you to let them in, but they don't really want to let you in all the way, acting like they got to kind of protect themselves. Yeah, even like if I'm looking up and down, right, the Knight of Wands is up under this 9 of Wands, giving me 10 of Wands energy. So a lot of baggage that somebody had, a lot of emotional baggage, mental baggage, past relationship baggage, that someone was carrying around, and it was keeping them emotionally childish. It kept them from really growing up. This is also kind of an energy of someone who has a lot of dreams and ideas and shit, a lot of fantasies of what could be, but there's no real action behind it, right? So it is kind of giving me that vibe too of someone really actually figuring out and realizing that they actually are growing up and that they actually do want some sort of a like real commitment. Okay, Cancerian energy is also here. I do feel like for the update though, it's giving me whoever, regardless of if it's divine feminine, divine masculine or not, someone is definitely ready to move forward. Okay, the Chariot card is about, finally taking the initiative and taking the control to trot things forward full speed ahead, right? To really bring some passion back, to really get some initiative back. Virgo's Groove by Beyonce is here. Okay, so again, emphasizing on Virgo. You are here with Virgo's Groove playing. Baby come over, come be alone with me tonight. Love that song. It's such a beautiful song. But it's definitely giving. Okay, so it's giving that somebody's finally getting out of that childhood energy. They still daydream a lot about and fantasize a lot about having a family and a family unit, but I do feel like for the majority here, intuitively, this feels like they're about ready to kind of jump on top of things and get emotionally balanced with you, right? to get on top of things, to finally push things full speed ahead, to get some of that passion back. Okay, now for some of you, this is still some people who are still emotionally childish. They want to stop juggling, they're ready to let their guard down, but see, there's still a lot of dreaming, right? And there's no action. You need action. It's not enough to just sit here and fantasize about the family and the life that you want, but you got to really put your money where your mouth is. And for some of these people, they really aren't putting their money where their mouth is, but for some of these people, they really are. Let's finish clarifying a couple of things. Give me this Page of Cups actually for this childish energy here. Yeah, Six of Swords. So we have Six of Swords here out on the spread twice. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So where that applies, a lot of them are still just in this childlike, a lot of them are still in this childlike daydream sort of energy. And I do pick up, it's because they are very much in their head. For a lot of them who are still very much in childish energy, they're not really taking the initiative and putting their money where their mouth at. It's very much because they would rather sit and daydream because they cause conflicts that's not there, right? This is kind of that energy of, I want to reconcile with divine masculine, I want to reconcile with divine feminine, but what if they hate me? What if they cuss me out? What if they say this or say that, right? Again, kind of going back to that energy of how does one earn your trust? Have I earned it? And how do I continue to earn more, right? If this is divine feminine, again, that's that anxiety, right? So a lot of divine feminines, again, are thinking a lot about that, but there's still a lot of anxiety that would need to be released. But again, I am kind of picking up a little bit of divine masculine too. So again, just take it for how it resonates, or book a personal reading so you can kind of see what's going on personally in your connection. But again, just take what resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay, let it roll off your back and shit like water in the shower. It's cool. Okay. Give me this Nine of Wands reversed. Why is the Nine of Wands reversed for the divine feminine updates? Justice card. So Libra, you are now out on the deck. That is Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer. Give me another one for the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like someone is ready to let their guard down. Divine feminine, this also could be you, or they could be trying to, some of them I'm also getting, they're waiting for you to let your guard down. You have the Justice here, which is about reconciling. So again, on this Nine of Wands, it's giving someone is ready to release the blockages, especially if whoever had their guard down or who had their guard up. I feel like they could be ready to definitely let their guard down and to not juggle so much, so they really can get things moving forward, right, with this Justice energy. But this Three of Pentacles with this, can you see it up close? But this Three of Pentacles with this Queen of Pentacles energy is, for one, giving me they're ready to work together. They're ready to be a team. Three of Pentacles is very much giving trial and error. It's giving I'm ready to, meet you in the middle. It's giving I'm ready to really put in the effort and go to the drawing board and really figure out what it is that we need to do to really make this thing work and to really make this thing thrive the way I want it to. So that's already giving me Three of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is here, but it is giving me divine feminine. You could also have a guard up right now with this Four of Pentacles energy, Three of Pentacles with this Queen. So this is also kind of giving me, of course, take it how it resonate. For some of them, if your partner, like if your counterpart had a guard up, I feel like they're ready to let their guard down. They're ready to really give you that commitment. They're ready to make you this, I'm hearing like the center of their world. Okay, because Queen of Pentacles can be a little self-centered. Okay, you see how she's just sitting here looking at her coin, looking at her pentacle and shit, all pretty. So I am seeing that energy, but I'm also kind of picking up a similar energy of a lot of them are waiting to come in, but they're waiting for you to let your guard down a little bit. You might kind of still have a guard up. They energetically pick up that you are withholding from them, that you kind of still have blockages, right? Like I know that's something my counterpart, I like always can kind of hear him say that a little bit, because I know he'll tell me that real quick, where it's like, I know you kind of still feel away with me. I kind of can feel it. He like to do that. He kind of can feel it. I kind of can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You're a little standoffish with me. You know what I'm saying? Still got a little blockage here. You're not really open to me the way I know that you usually be open to me. So I kind of can see that too with some of you guys, where it's like your person want to come in and they do want to smooth things over and they do want to trot things forward and push things forward, but it's also this energy of I'm waiting, almost kind of I'm hearing like I'm waiting for you to let me, you know what I'm saying? And again, that could just be again a part of that mirror and that divine feminine energy, where it's like maybe you also want to be with your counterpart divine feminine, but then it's like, I don't know, you be having a lot of anxiety and shit, right? That's why I said last video, I know it was forgiveness. It might not exactly be forgiveness this time, but maybe some of you kind of got the guard too high, right? I'm not saying you got to goddamn just be open all willy-nilly, but don't let the guard be too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't jump over the hurdle if it's too high now. You know what I'm saying? Like you set that motherfucker 12 feet and you like, okay, motherfucker, jump over the wall of China. It's like, bitch, you gotta be realistic now. I can't jump over this wall. You know what I'm saying? Bring it down a little bit, bring it down a little bit. I can, you know what I'm saying? Make it something manageable. Don't kind of block your own blessing because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what tweet did I see earlier? I think one of my mutuals was like, I've been protecting my peace too good. Now I don't even talk to nobody. Like, I've been so worried about protecting my peace and protecting my heart to where, bitch, I don't even let nobody in. You know what I'm saying? To where now, like, it's kind of hard for people to get in. I don't never really talk to nobody. I don't even answer my phone. I've been protecting my peace too good. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, again, you don't have to let nobody in and let them run amok in your castle, Queen of Pentacles, but you also can set some realistic standards, right? Don't put the goddamn guard so high to where can't nobody get over it and get around it, but then you still like find a way to get around it. You got to be very realistic. Okay, you have to be very realistic with that. They can try to get around it, but then if they never get around it, right, that's how you gonna sit here with this anxiety and this patience card, like, well, what's taking so long? They still trying to get the fuck around it. They still trying to get around it. You thinking that they should have been got around it by now. No, you set it too high. Don't set it too high, you fuck your own self up. Okay, give me the Chariot energy. We have Knight of Wands here twice, so I'm liking it. We had the, what was it, Five of Pentacles twice, Six of Swords twice. We have the Knight of Wands now twice here out on the deck. Knight of Wands clarifying the Chariot card. Two of Wands. I don't know why. The more I've been teaching tarot, the more I feel like, let me kind of check in this book. Sometimes when I draw a blank like that, I'll be like, let me jump in here. Because it's reversed at the bottom of the deck. So it's giving insecurities, the fear of taking the next step, being stuck in your past, feeling worried about your abilities, opportunities for alignment. So here on this Chariot card, I did get the Knight of Wands. Like I said, we had that out here twice. Move it forward so you can see it. We have that out here twice. So the Knight of Wands is clarifying the Chariot here with the Four of Cups, with the Seven of Swords, but that's why I said the Two of Wands is reversed at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely giving me, what definitely stood out to me was insecurities, fear of taking the next step, worried about your abilities. I Care for You by Aaliyah is playing right now. So this does make me feel like for a lot of you, the update here is also really wanting to move things forward, right? That Chariot energy is about kind of taking the initiative and the control to push in full speed ahead, right? Onward. It's kind of the energy here, wanting to get that passion back. But I do feel like fear and insecurity, and it is giving me rejection, right? We have the Four of Cups here with the Seven of Swords. So for a lot of you, divine feminine or divine masculine, whoever this is that fucked up, the other counterpart does want to come in, but I do feel like there's a big fear of rejection that is stopping them from moving forward, or they have been dealing with some rejection, right? And now with this update, or either they've been dealing with fears of rejection, right? And with these two Nine of Wands cards, it's definitely giving somebody that got in their act, somebody got in their bag, somebody ready to just full speed ahead, right? They got that passion back, they got that fire back, they got that umph back to really take the initiative. And I see someone taking the initiative. Okay, but for those of you where that applies, this still could be an issue, because I am kind of picking up where it's like even though they got the fire and the passion and the desire and shit to really move forward, this is someone who is still very worried about rejection. I really wouldn't be surprised either if they came in very passionately, because there's no Knight of Cups here, and that's what I'm noticing that's missing, that I don't like. The Page of Cups is here, so they daydream a lot emotionally, but then this is someone who comes in very passionately and they don't come in emotionally. You really want somebody that comes in emotionally, but then again, I'm going to clarify this Knight of Wands to see if it's just sex, because see, the Knight of Wands could be they come in super sexually because they're afraid to come in emotionally because they feel like they're going to get rejected. Or this could be someone who comes in on more of a like fun girl, let's have fun, let's go out and like, I don't know, to the fucking arcade, let's go bowling, and it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, why you want to go bowling? But I feel like for this collective, it's kind of giving me the vibe of someone who wants to take a more passionate, fun, exciting approach than the I really want a family with you and I've been fantasizing. Because you see these cards together, right? So this is more so, I've been daydreaming about having a family and I want us to have a family and I want to smooth things over. But I feel like somebody might be scared of rejection. So don't be surprised if they either come in sexually or if they come in just on some passionate fun. Like, oh, I want us to go out and let's go bowling, and then, you know what I'm saying, we can get tipsy and we can have some fun. I feel like this is someone's safe way to kind of extending that, because this Seven of Swords is like they're still kind of hiding something. Like they want to move forward, but this Seven of Swords is giving me they kind of hiding what their real intentions is because they don't want to get rejected. Okay, though I say, so don't be surprised if someone comes in really sexual, or they just come in on some let's go out of town and go to the strip club, I don't know. Right? And to you, right, person watching, you might be like, well, what the fuck, why would I want to do that? Like, what do you mean let's go to the strip club? But it's more so stemming from the energy of I'm scared to come in and tell you that I want a family and that I fantasize day in and day out about a family because I don't want you to reject that idea, right? So I'm gonna come in on some passionate fun, and then it's like I'm gonna ease my way. Right, that's kind of what it gave me. Then I'm gonna ease my way because that's my way of pushing things forward with us. That's not gonna be for everybody. Just like for some of you it'll be passionate fun, and for others of you it'll be them trying to come back on sex. That won't be for everybody. Just like some of them, they really will come in on some romantic type time, right? I feel like that's gonna be more so for the people who waiting on you to let a guard down, where it's like, no, they gonna come in and they gonna let you know, you know what I'm saying, their guard is down. This ain't nobody. So I'm picking up about 2 or 3 different groups, 4 at max. Some of you, your person's still just daydreaming. Okay, out of fear. Others of you, your person is coming with their guard down, and they come in with their chest out, and they come in with passion, and they come in with, you know, reconciliation, but they waiting on you to let your guard down. They not juggling nothing. They ain't got no guards, no blockages in the way. They cleared out all obstacles to get to you. Others of you, they not gonna come exactly on reconciliation, because they're gonna come on let's just have fun and I just want to have fun, when they real intentions is they want to start out with some passionate fun, right, regardless of if it's sex or not, and then they want to kind of coast their way. Right, because they scared that you're gonna reject them. So yeah, what is that, 3 or 4 if you want to count between who's coming in with sex and who's coming in with like let's go bowling? But overall, that's the energy that I'm picking. I do want to pick up, give me something for this Knight of Wands. Is this coming in on just sexual passion, or is this actually going to be an emotional offer? Is this going to be someone who can actually open up their emotions and open up their heart chakra and actually express what they're thinking emotionally? Okay. We'll see what the real cards say, because them try to come out. Or is this someone who's going to just come in on sex, lust, passion, and excitement? Okay, I like it. So for some of you, this definitely is someone who's gonna be able to put their money where their mouth at. Yeah, Ten of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups here twice. Lover's card is down at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, and again, this is kind of split. So again, take for what resonates. For majority of you, this is someone who can and will eventually get out of their head to actually articulate that they want a family with you. Okay. So for some of you, that's where they coming in, and it's like, what you doing this weekend? Let's go bowling. All right. I do feel like they're just really in the head. I feel like this is someone who causes problems that's not there, right? So they're gonna come in super fast. It's gonna kind of feel like good news, but then it's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I really miss you, and I would really love for us to go kick it. Can we like go axe throwing or have a paint and sip or fill in the blank here, right? And I feel like once they get safe enough to not cause conflict that's there, because the Seven of Wands is giving me, again, somebody trying to play it safe because they don't want to get rejected. And even if you person watching, you like, I'm not gonna reject them, I'm literally waiting for them to fucking come back, right, and just do the shit the right way. This is someone who still makes up issues that aren't there, right? Well, what if I come in and then I tell person watching that I love them and that I just can't breathe, my chest be hurting without them, and then they tell me go fuck myself. Right? It kind of feel like that type of vibe, that type of energy, even though you person watching could be like, now why the fuck would I say that? Like, I literally am I love you like you love me, right? That's kind of the dynamic here. That's why I said there's a lot of mirroring going on between the anxiety and the fears and the overthinking. So I do feel like this is someone who's overthinking, and it's like, well, I don't want to come in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, SWV, Weak by SWV is playing. So this is definitely giving me the vibe of, I don't want to come in super fast and super emotional, because what if they think I'm weak? Or what if they see me as weak? Or, you know what I'm saying? What if they laugh? Because, you know, weak can also be like, I'm weak, I'm laughing. So it's like, what if they laugh at me? What if they reject me and they pour out my cup, right? Even though I'm hoping that the connection is protected, right? So this definitely feels like, let me come in and then just have some fun. Right, we can go bowling, and then after we go bowling and I kind of feel you out a little bit and see if you've let your guard down, you know what I'm saying, then I'm okay with, you know, letting you know, like, hey, my real intentions, right? Ten of Cups, with this Ten of Cups is, I really want to be a family. I see you as my wife, my husband. I want us to have a family. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Lover's card down at the bottom of the deck. I love you. You know what I'm saying? She loves me not. You know what I'm saying? He picking roses, petals and shit. So it's kind of giving that type of vibe. And for others of you, this is giving me, ain't no question, they not gonna be in their head at all. This is someone who, some of you, right, a small few of you, they are definitely gonna come in putting their money where their mouth at. Okay, Knight of Wands is here, so it's going to be an extremely passionate conversation. They're going to come in very fast, very passionately. They're not in their head making conflict at all. That's, I feel like that's for that small few of you where it's like, listen, I'm ready. I'm waiting on you to stop being mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on you to let your guard down. I'm waiting on you to kind of let me in a little bit so I can go ahead and lay it on real thick. But this is giving me the energy of somebody where it's like, girl, I love you. I ain't got to think about nothing. I'm not in my head about shit. I don't give a damn what you can tell me. You can't stand me. You, dear Delilah, I can't stand your fucking guts. They still gonna come in and say, okay, but I want a family. I can't stand your motherfucking ass. I hate you. I wish I never met you. I love you, and I want you to literally have all of my children. All of them. All of them. All my children. Okay, in my Gucci Mane voice. So it's very much giving that. But I do feel like, again, take what resonates. It's not gonna apply for everybody. For some of you, your partner's still in this daydream phase, and I feel like where that applies, wherever you are in your connection, remember, it depends on the mirror. Okay, so if you sit around and you daydream, but you ain't really did no real work on yourself, then they probably just sitting around daydreaming, right? If you sitting here thinking all negative and filled with anxiety, then they're probably thinking negative and they're filled with anxiety. That mirror is very, very, very heavy and prominent. So it's going to be real important. But again, for some of you, this is someone coming in on sex. For the small crumb of you where your person is coming in sexually, be very careful, especially if you know that they've been dealing with other people sexually, okay? Because this fire on the top of this wand don't look too good for me, okay? So just wrap it up, be safe, because you don't know who they done been with, okay? You don't want to sleep with nobody, and then you fuck around and get some enlightenment. You see how this flame kind of touching the light. You don't want to fuck around getting no enlightenment, and in the next 7 days, when them test results come back, they're like, yeah, hello. So we, sent you some antibiotics to the pharmacy. Okay, be very careful. Y'all won't no burning sensations or nothing. But for a lot of you, this is someone for the collective of update energy is very much giving. For a good bit of you, your person is definitely ready to take action. They're not juggling anymore, or they're currently in a state of no longer juggling different options and a whole lot of obligations and shit. They clearing out a whole lot of shit that they had to juggle. They clearing out any blockages. They letting their guard down. Some of them are even waiting on you to let your guard down before they come really lay it on to you and let you know what it is that they want. And when they come in, some of them are going to come in very much trying to play it safe because they don't want to get rejected. And some of them aren't worried about rejection. They know that you love them. They know that they love you. Y'all in love with each other. They don't gotta overthink makeup issues that's not there. They're gonna come in real hot, real heavy, real fast. I love you, have my children. It's as flat as simple as that. I love you, have my babies, right? I feel like that applies for some of you. You might have to be the one kind of worried about overthinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about anxiety, right? Where it's like, oh shit, I would love this. This is amazing. I would love to have your children, but how do I know that you are for real, right? Are there any previous insecurities that you bringing into this relationship that I should know about, right? And the other partner will say, I'm ready to earn your trust. How can I earn it? Have I already earned it? And how can I continue to earn even more of it? Thank y'all so much for tuning into this. Again, don't forget that the extended is about to be over on Patreon. I will post some channel messages for the partner, and we will do a couple of sex cards. Okay, just to recap on what it is I'm picking up. Bottom of the deck, I am seeing Gemini, I'm seeing Scorpio currently as of right now. Cancer, you are here in the building as well. Sagittarius was in the building as well. Libra is here. Earth sign feminines is here. Aquarius is here, and Virgo is here. Okay, 1010 is a number you might see a lot. All right, I'm trying to see if there's any other shits that I'm seeing. 777, okay. 1010. Is there anything else? No, I think that's everything. All right, well, thank y'all again so much. Deeply appreciate that. I'll catch you over on the extended. Bye.